Hi guys, and welcome to the first video of the year, also the first vlog of the year as well. It's still currently 2025 for me at the moment, since I thought I would do a little, my mind's going blank, a New Year's kind of vlog. I probably won't vlog like when the new year is coming in, because by that point I'm like downstairs in my pajamas, sometimes drinking alcohol, sometimes I'm on like a soft drink by that point of drinking a bunch of alcohol, just watching Kelly with my dad, but yeah, but I have got a bunch of parcels here. I've also got like a massive box underneath these stuff, because I've ordered a bunch of stuff with technically my Christmas money. Well, I guess some of this is technically my Christmas money, some of it isn't, because I did have a bunch of money in my account already. So I thought, why not open it up with you guys and stuff, and that. But yeah, it's currently the 31st today, and it is currently, again, 12:15, so I do need to be having lunch in a bit as well. I did decide to have a massive lay-in as well today, but I'm going to open up all my parcels, sort them out, have lunch, and then I'm going to do some of my jigsaw, since I've got my Christmas jigsaw to do, and I've done the outside, like the edges of it, and started on doing one of like the buildings. I've just got the whole rest of the jigsaw to do, so yeah, fun. I got an advent calendar, a calendar, which doesn't seem to have a thing to hang it up, so, oh, it has holes, so I either have to do it with some string to have it hanging up, or it's going to be sat on my drawers. But I wanted another advent calendar, another calendar, because I've got my F1 calendar, and then I also wanted another one, because I do like to have like one just like a clean calendar where I can literally just have it clean and it looks nice, and then another one where I can write down like any specific things, like dates or anything that I need to remember, or sometimes write down like what video gets uploaded on like what Wednesday of each month, to just like help me go from there and remind me and stuff. But since I'm a Strictly fan, I thought, why not get a Strictly one as well, because I saw this on TikTok, so I just like bought it off TikTok shop. So I've got my Formula 1 one, and then I've got a Strictly one, which I don't know which one I'm going to do, like write down what dates on and stuff. But yeah, but it has all the contestants of like last year on and stuff. But yeah, so I got that, and then sorry guys, you are leaning it against my water bottle, so if I like knock the table a bit, it will go flying and everything will go. I've got another of my makeup remover pots, like things that I use. What is it, like a cream? Oh no, cleansing balm. Makeup remover and cleansing balm, just like the W7 like peach one, because I love this. And that I am going to start trying to use it with like a micellar water instead of baby wipes, because I normally just use this and then use like a baby wipe or so. So I am going to try and do this, and then like to like melt my makeup off a bit, and then use like micellar water or something to take it off, or just use normal water and then go over with like some micellar water and stuff to make sure it's fully off. But I needed another one, so I bought another one. I probably will also need to buy another one, so I probably should have bought two, because I might be running out of my one down at my nan and granddad's as well. So next time I go, I need to check to see if I need to buy another one for there. But I know I'm definitely running out of the one here at home. So got that. I got the book by the Reverend Richard Cole's Murder Under the Mistletoe, which is like just a novella in a series. I don't know what the series is called. Oh, that actually looks like really nice. But it's the one with the a canon Clement mystery in that series, which is literally just like Murder Before Evensong, A Death in the Parish, Murder at the Monastery, and A Death on Location. I bought the first three, and this one, which is just like a novella that slots in. I'm just gonna wait till A Death on Location comes out in paperback, because it's currently out in hardback. I think it comes out in paperback in February, I think. But there's a series that goes along with this, or at least the first book anyway, on TV. And I think I'm a couple seconds into it, or a couple minutes into it, and then realised it was part of a movie. Not a movie, a book series. So I thought, you know what, might as well stop it, read the books, and then like give them to my dad afterwards to read. And then we can watch the series together, since he's currently on the third book in the Thursday Murder Club series, which I don't even know what that's called, but he's on the third one of that. But I bought this one and the first three books, so they should be in one of the two other boxes. But yeah, so this might be added to this year's TBR and stuff, but I don't know if I will get around to it or not. And then I also just bought a notepad, which is just a A5 plain journal notepad. I was going to use it for something else, but I kind of changed my mind on what I want to do with it, because I kind of want to, since it is like plain inside and there's no like lines or anything, I feel like it would be nice to do like my 5-star like reads. I have like a book dedicated to them, and I just like print off a picture of my like the cover of one of my 5-star reads, well, of all of them to be honest, and have a page in this book dedicated to each, where I can write down what I'm feeling about it and how much I like it and stuff, and then also write down some of like my favourite like quotes and parts of the book in it, because I feel like that would be nice. And then I can just go back through it every so often and see my favourite 5-star reads and stuff. So I got this just called book, and then I need to open up this one. I did get quite a bit of like organisation stuff, because this year I want to be more organised. I generally just want to like get down and start organising a bunch of stuff, like making sure my room's more organised and more organised in making sure videos are up and thumbnails, descriptions and end screens are all done and stuff. And then like my room and my life is more put together and stuff this year. So I probably will not do most of this organising today, well, none of it today, but I want to do it throughout some of this year, and go from there. But yeah, so I got some storage like cube things, and that like bins. I think there might only be 2 in here, I'm not sure, because it says there's 2 lids, so yeah. But there's just like some dividers. I think it's like 2 massive things and then it gets divided into 2 sections, or is it one massive thing that has 2 different lids? I can't remember. But it's just a storage thing for the top of my cupboard, because that is really messy. Like one side with all my books is somewhat neat, and then from like the middle to the other side is really a mess and needs organising, and just needs to be easier to get to stuff, because I've got like my jewellery the other side, and every time I need to change my earrings I kind of don't want to, because I've got to move a bunch of stuff out to then get to the stuff. But yeah, so I bought this. I only bought 1 pack because I want to see, 1, if this is alright and is great, and 2, I didn't know how many I would need, so yeah, got that. And then last but not least in this box, I also bought the Housemaid series as well, since obviously the Housemaid, well the first book, The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, has come out in, well, cinemas now, in a movie, and I haven't read the books, and obviously I just want to read them and stuff. I probably won't get around to reading them this year. If I do, then that'll be shocking. But this is just, I want to say this is a novella in the series, but I bought the series in like full together, and then I saw this like short story that apparently went along with it, which is The Housemaid's Wedding, which is just a short story, so I got that. But yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to get around to reading these like 2 different series that I'm adding, well, that I've bought. But yeah, so I feel like with my TBR, which you're going to see in the next video on Wednesday, with that video I've got all them books I'm showing that I want to read, so I feel like if I want to add another 2 series to that, then I've kind of got to do a bunch of like reading challenges and stuff to try and get me to read more, because I feel like I read a lot more doing a reading challenge than I do just normally. But yeah, but on to the last box. I have got 4 boxes of tissues. I wanted to buy like a box like this of tissues because I did order, I don't know if it's in here or not, or if it's going to be coming later on date. I did order like a nice like cover for a box like this of tissues, to just go in my room, and I thought, you know what, while I'm doing that I might as well just buy some tissues, and I had to get 4. You couldn't just buy 1, so I ended up getting 4. So I'm like, yeah, I've got tissues now. So I guess I could always see if my dad wants any in his study or his bedroom, because we've got some that stay down here, so I could always see if he wants any for his study or his bedroom, and go from there. After this I'll probably just get my dad to order them off the food shopping, but I kind of wanted some to go with my box and stuff, which I don't know if it's here or not. I got a Max Verstappen signature sign thing. I do have a driver's like card of him from like 2 years ago now. Was it 2 years ago or was it 3? It might be 3. It might be 3 years ago now, because I have one of Lando Norris as well, and it was Lando and Daniel on the driver's card, so it might be 3 years ago now. How long has Oscar been with McLaren? Oh, I have no clue. But yeah, I got this just to go up next to like my signs of stuff, like signature stuff. I've got a Spider-Man on one of this, of all 3 Spider-Man actors, and then their signatures here and their names. I bought a Lando Norris one as well. That came yesterday and has already been put up. So I got a Max Verstappen one as well. And then I've got, what's this, first and the third? Yeah, first and the third book. So I've got Murder Before Even Song. I have no clue. What I didn't realise is it had like the weird, like, somewhat cut out on this book, which I don't know if I like or not, to be honest. But yeah, got that one, and then also the third one is in here as well, which is Murder at the Monastery. To be honest, most of this stuff was meant to come Friday, so I don't really mind if some of the stuff in my order is not here yet, because technically got till Friday also on. But yeah, and then yeah, the last thing in this box is some more of my underbed storage. I've already got 2 of these, which are great. I've got one that holds all of my like TBR, physical TBR, apart from the books on my TBR this year. It holds all the rest of my other physical TBR, and then my other one holds a bunch of other random stuff, like books I've already read, which I just don't want on my like bookshelf area, or in my bookshelf area, and then like some spare like hangers and stuff. But I thought it might be nice having 2 more under the bed, because they fit under the bed with extra space under my bed. So I can fit like a bunch of these under my bed, and they're easy just to like grab and pull out. It is a bit hard to get the wheels over my rug a bit, but it's not that bad. So I bought 2 more just to organise some stuff, and I thought I don't have that much stuff that needs to go under my bed at the moment. That is under my bed that needs to be organised to go under my bed again. But I'm thinking a few other stuff around my room could possibly go under my bed and just be put in one of these, just to make it a bit more neater and tidier and stuff. But yeah, that is everything that I got in my parcels and stuff. I still do have a couple of things coming. Like I have my tissue box cover coming somewhen. I have the second book in the this series. The first, was it 3 books in the Housemaid series coming, and then I've also got 2 more pre-orders of books. I pre-ordered a couple more extra books. Just one of like a cooking book, which is from, what is she called now? She got married, so I want to say her like proper name, of a YouTuber that I watch, which is Remy Cruz Parsons. She has a cooking book like coming out in April, so I pre-ordered that, and then I also pre-ordered Motsi Mabuse. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. A romance book in February. So yeah, will I get around, well, cooking book I won't really read, I'll just flick through and see if there's any like nice recipes to do. But not Motsi, OT, not Motsi, Motzi's the judge in Strictly. Otimabuse's Oti's book, romance book, I'll probably just leave until like next year or so to read. But now I need to tidy up all this rubbish, have lunch, start doing some of my jigsaw. I've actually watched quite a bit of my YouTube. I kind of got down a bit. I'm like, I think I've got one of Remy's videos on my subscription thing. I've only got like 1.5 possibly, depending on if anyone's uploaded today. I've got one of Remy's videos, which is Christmas, or her opening her presents or something, I think it was, on my watch later list. And then like I'm halfway through a quadrant video. So they're the only two like subscription videos I have left to watch on YouTube. So yeah, that's great. But then I also have a bunch of other random videos to watch on my watch later list as well. So I might try and finish watching my subscription videos first, and then go back to the start of my watch later list and watch the other random videos on it. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill downstairs today, do my jigsaw, well, see how much of my jigsaw I can get done. I do also need to go back upstairs and redo one of my nails, since one of my like kind of goals I want to do this year is one, get organised, like be organised the whole year with stuff, but also I kind of want to have like my nails looking like nice for most of the year, so I want to have like my nails done. I am gonna go through also some of like my polishes and stuff. Well, not like go through and get rid of them, I mean like go through and use them up, because I want to use up my gel polishes, and I thought this might be a good way to do it. Just use one colour until it like fully runs out, and then use another one. But obviously I need to fix this nail since it's come off. Or the nail polish has come off anyway, so I need to redo it. And I thought if I can just keep my nails looking nice and like polished and stuff, then it makes me feel better, because then I feel that they're a little bit more put together, even if I'm just wearing like joggers or some leggings or so. I feel a bit more put together than just slouching around and being comfortable and stuff, and that. So yeah, that is a goal of mine, to just make sure my nails are done all the time. Obviously if one comes off while I'm like away and I can't get around to redoing my nails, then I'll just take the rest off and just leave it for like however long until I can get back home to redo them. I won't really stress about it that much. Or if one of them comes off or a couple of them come off and I run out of the polish, then I'll take all of them off and then redo it with a different colour. But yeah, so that is also a goal this year, to try to make sure my nails are looking nice and stuff. But yeah, I haven't really set any like goals of making sure like I work out a lot or get a bunch of stuff done, because I'm kind of like, I kind of done that this year, well, year just gone, and I didn't really stick to it. So I'm like, if I can give myself like a loose set of goals, then it might be better. But yeah, so now I need to actually crack on and start sorting out this rubbish, which I kind of don't want to do. What I might do actually is take up the stuff, well, take everything upstairs for now, and then sort out my rubbish after having lunch. I think that might be the way to go, I think, with everything, and go from there. But I have no clue what to have for lunch. So fun. So I'm about to start doing some of my jigsaw. I just thought I'll show you guys where I'm at it. where I'm at with it. It's literally just this one. I've done one of the buildings. I'm gonna try and start doing like the other building. There's 2 other buildings actually. But yeah, so let me show you guys where I'm at. This is what it looks like so far. So I've done the outside of it, and then was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I can't remember now, I started doing that building, like this one. Obviously I've still got like part of it up here to do, like this part, but I've done most of it. So now I'm gonna try and do like this building and possibly add this one into it as well to get like the big buildings in the background to be done. Because I feel like doing down here is gonna be like the hardest part. So I'm thinking if I can get the buildings done and then possibly then start on doing like the sky, and then that'll be like the top part done so that it's not that bad. Because I feel like the tree and like the people in the snow are gonna be like the hardest part and that to do. So I'm gonna focus on doing this building, and if I end up doing some of that building, I end up doing some of that building. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do that for now today. But yeah, that is my goal to get done today. If I can get any more done other than them buildings, then that'll be great. But my main goal is them 2 buildings at the moment. So yeah, gonna go from there at the moment. It is currently 10 to 2. I'm gonna give myself till, I don't know, 4:30ish, then go upstairs, do my nail that needs doing because I haven't done that yet. I also need to take out the recycling bins since they need putting out, to do that, and go from there. But yeah, so just gonna crack on with doing some of this. I'm now onto like the random videos on my watch later list since I've watched the 2 subscription ones. So yeah, I'm just gonna have them playing in the background as I crack on and do this. And there's a lot of pieces for me to sort out, so hi guys, happy new year. It's currently the 1st, is it Thursday today? Yeah, Thursday. And I've only literally just gotten up out of bed and made my bed, and it's currently just gone 10. I've also changed my lock screen on my phone and my iPad. This one's just like bows, flowers and hearts. On my iPad it's just like grey, like butterflies and stuff, just to have like a refresh for the new year. But yeah, I've got to get up, get ready for the day obviously, but there's quite a few things that I want to get done today. I kind of just want to tidy up my room a bit because it is looking a mess. Like if I give you guys a quick overhaul over here, I've got stuff down there, stuff all on like my desk and the drawers, and stuff. I've got to change my calendar, figure out which calendar I'm going to write on, which I think I might just write on the Strictly one, so do the writing on that, figure out how I'm going to hang that up, and just go from there, to be honest. But yeah, so I got that to do, and just do some stuff. Also I want to try and start, well, I need to change the babies from their Christmas clothes into, I might just put them into some sleep suits, to be honest, but do that. I also want to go through all my like Christmassy seasonal clothes, put them into a pile, get rid of the stuff that doesn't really fit me, because there's a few that like just need getting rid of, but put the others into a pile to then be put into their storage bag to then go back up in the top of my wardrobe. I also need to put my prom dress and a couple other like tops from school into a vacuum sealed bag to go up in the loft, which I might do today so I don't forget that, because that's going to happen when the Christmas decks go back up in the loft, which is going to be, I don't know when, because they have not been taken down yet. Well, the ones in my room have been taken down, the Christmas decks. The Christmas sign that I made that goes in the kitchen has been taken down and brung up because it stays in my room. It's just a candle in the hall and then all the Christmas decks in like the front room, dining room need doing. But yeah, so there's that. But that will happen. I have no clue when I'm gonna start taking them down. But yeah, so today I've got a few things to do. I also kind of want to start doing some reading today, because the past couple of days I've been wanting to do some reading, but I just haven't, because I didn't want to like start a book towards the end of last year and then get towards the middle of it, because I wasn't going to be able to finish it and then like have to finish it this year. So I can now officially start my TBR and do some reading. So I might at least pick out or do like the wheel spin, since I've got a wheel spin app on my phone. If my phone loads. And that I've got spin the wheel app, and that just like a random pick a thing. And I've got one for my 2026 TBR, and then, which I don't know if I've got all the books on there, but some of them. And then I've also got one for the classic books. So on my 2026 TBR, I've got all the books that are like standalone books on there. And then I've just got like a classic section for if I go to read a classic book. And then I've also got series on there. I just grouped series together, because I thought if I'm reading like the first book in the series, I might as well like read the whole series before starting another like book or whatever. So I've done that as well. But I have this wheel spin thing for like some of my like Sims games stuff. So yeah. So I might pick out a book today. If I start it today, that'll be a different thing. But if I at least pick one out today, then I can start it tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, do that. Also last night I started doing some colouring of this. Oh, I spelled that wrong. I'm doing some colouring of the whole. This is upside down on this clipboard because I was doing it from the top. I just managed to get a few lines done. I think I started this just before 11:30 and then finished it about like 12. Well, I got up to where I got up to at like 12, and just then didn't go back to doing it afterwards, because I stayed up, watched like the fireworks thing that happens in London, and then listened to a couple more songs with the show afterwards, and then came up to bed. So yeah, but I'm just going to get ready for the day and kind of tidy up. Also, as you might have seen, this is now like bare because everything that was on here is on this one. So I've got my calendar, a cleaning schedule which I kind of want to get into doing, instead of trying to do all the cleaning in one day, do like one task or so each day and stuff. So try and do that. I'm going to put my vision board on this section of the next year, and then underneath I've got like my to-do list, which you can't see, but yeah, the big like thing that was here of the baby stuff, all of it is now in the bottom drawer of the baby's things, and then I'm just getting rid of it because it was a bit bowed. So yeah, but I've got quite a bit of things to do today. I'm going to put YouTube back on my TV because I feel like I might still have a bunch of stuff on YouTube to watch. I don't know how much I actually do. Let me look. And I didn't manage to finish watching my thing yesterday, watch list yesterday. Oh, I've got 2 new subscription videos now to watch. So they are added. But I've got 11 videos to watch. So I'm gonna try and watch them today, I think, while doing stuff, getting some stuff done, and go from there. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and get ready, and just start cracking on. Like, I've got washing to put away from, well, yesterday, because I just needed to finish my dark washing that I started, what was it, Monday? And I never got around to finishing it because I had like 2 loads of darks. I just had multiple loads, so yeah, do that. So I've got that washing to put away and just do a bunch of stuff, but I'm thinking I might have my main task today, try and finish my scrapbook, since I printed off all the photos, or reprinted should I say, on sticker paper. So it's literally just cutting and then sticking them pictures down. So it shouldn't take me too long. So that might be my main goal today, is get that done and just tidy up my room. And then obviously I've got the 2 organisation things that I got in the mail post yesterday, which I might just tuck under my desk for now. And I'll get around to doing them either tomorrow or like elsewhere, and stuff. I might try and get at least one of them done this week, well, the remaining of this week anyway, whether it be my cupboard or under my bed. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and crack on with tidying my room up a bit and going from there. But yeah, so doing that. I've got a few things to print, like my 2026 vision board. I've got the book covers for my reading journals to update that for last year. I'm not gonna start doing any design of this year's thing. That I'm thinking of doing it like a different slight layout of showing like the stars and the spice level thing, but I kind of need to know how many books I read in a month to then do that layout. So I think at the end of each month I might do the whole month page of stats in my month journal and stuff, book journal. So yeah, so that's not going to get touched. Just do a couple of random odd jobs today to try and get a bunch of stuff done, but yeah. So. Okay, so it is now currently just gone 4:30. I kind of done like my main to-dos that I wanted to do today, and that, but it seems like every time I go to be like, oh, okay, I'll pick up a book and read, I think of something else that I could be doing, and then I do something else. Like I've just updated my folder of reading journal, and that I printed off all like the things that I needed to print off, like the pictures, my new vision board for this year and stuff like that. But yeah, the only thing left on my to-do list, which, unless I add anything else, which I don't want to at the moment, is updating my reading journal book, which is just going through all of the, let me get the random loose piece of paper out, all of the random like challenge sections and stuff, and making sure they're all up to date, and then also just updating the last month page, which is just December. So I'm going to do that now and then tidy up, and then I can finally pick a book. So yeah, and I'm also getting a lot of YouTube watched as well, so that is going down at the same time, which is, so I thought I'd do it with you guys, with picking what book I read. I might respin if I get some series. No, I'm good. I'm gonna read Book Boyfriend, so I need to find that out of my pile. I was gonna respin if I got the Lights Out series, which is a motorsport series, which I thought might be nicer to read either just before the start of the season of the F1 season or during the F1 season. It might be nice. And then to start it now and have the F1 season start in March, it was just, I didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna find Book Boyfriend, pick out a bookmark, pick out the colour tab that I need, or tabs that I need, even though it's just one tab, a lot of tabs I use, to match the cover. And then, okay, so that was like the quickest. I picked out a bookmark and some tabs, purely because this tabs were on top of my pile, which I thought go with like a purpley colour for the book, and then also go with this bookmark, which I kind of need to get a new one because it's like kind of like falling apart and just not looking the best. But my romance tropes one, just because it's like a book pile, so it kind of goes with like the library-ish theme and like the books on the pages and stuff. The I was gonna say painted spine, but that's the spine of the book. The painted edge, sprayed edges kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm going to lock this into my Fable app, as this is the first book I'm starting, and I'm also gonna try and start it today. I'm just gonna sit here, chill, read a bit. It's currently like 3 minutes to 5. Do some reading until like tea or so. Continue watching some YouTube, and then once tea is done, well, once we have tea, come back upstairs, get changed into some bed clothes, and then just go downstairs and watch TV with my dad or something. But yeah, So I'm gonna crack on with doing some reading. Hey guys, it's been a couple of days. Don't mind my voice. I am currently ill, which is why I'm popping it back on to talk to you guys. I last filmed, was it New Year's Day? I think it was like mid afternoon. I come down with like a sore throat, so that was fun. And then all of yesterday, because it's currently the 3rd, Saturday the 3rd, all of yesterday I was just like chilling downstairs, trying to like stay hydrated and stuff, and that with a sore throat, and now I've also got somewhat of a blocked nose. So that's great, and a cold, but yeah, but I'm probably not going to film anything else for the rest of this vlog, purely because I am ill. So I'm not really going to be doing much apart from possibly doing some reading and watching TV. So I thought I'd quickly just like pop on, end this video, so this video can be edited and uploaded on time and stuff. But yeah, so what a great way to start 2026, being ill, which is not fun. But yeah, I will see you guys Wednesday for my 2026 reading TBR, and then see you guys next Sunday for another vlog where hopefully I'm feeling a bit better and that. But yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye.